Hey, this is my buddy Albert. Albert's got a neat little garden back here. Look at all of this. It's a very small backyard with water right behind it. So, take me through, buddy.
Okay, well, let's go right down here. So these are Romano green beans, the cold variety. It's an heirloom variety.
And what are you using here as your
That's
stakes?
a palm. It's from a palm. And a neighbor of mine has them, and he cuts them down and he saves them for me. They're great, and they're tough. They don't rot. But
I'd like to know what palm that is. I'd love to. Those are my mom's favorite beans. That's gigantic.
the size of that thing.
That's awesome.
So it got too big, so I just leave it, and I'll have seeds for my next time.
Nice.
But I like to just come out here, just like what Bill just did.
Grazing. Grade, yeah, right here. Catch them when they're like that.
This is a bay laurel that I've had in this pot for about 10 years. One of these days I'm gonna plant it. But, you know, right now that's perfect stuff for making it.
Covered in usnea. I've been collecting that stuff like crazy. And then there's this table right here. Concrete trays, real big ones.
Concrete mixing. Those are concrete mixing trays. You get it at Home Depot or Lowe's. I can drill a bunch of holes in it.
You got some gigantic ones over here, it looks like.
Yeah, these are big ones. They're two different sizes.
Where'd you find these? These are really.
Lowe's.
These are real big.
Yeah. That has garlic in it, and it has. I think those are. I don't know what else with it.
Radish, maybe.
No, I think it's beets. Some type of beet.
Yeah, there's some red in there.
And then this is Matt's wild cherry. This is something I've had the seeds for about 5 years and never planted them, and I figured I'd try them.
Yeah, I've wanted to try that too. Just a tomato. So all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah, I mean all kinds of cabbages, different cabbages, broccoli.
Some pretty hotties.
Yeah, cayenne, banana peppers.
And broccoli right there.
Broccoli, cauliflower, two different kinds of broccoli. One from you and one that I grew from seed.
Celery.
And this is stayed in this pot since last year, so
awesome.
It seems to be coming back.
Yeah, when it cools off, it should blow up.
Yeah.
That's great.
So
This is a tiny little spot. What is this? 10 by 15? 10 by 20?
it's 10 by 20.
10 by 20. Look, right out of one of these big concrete trays. Eggplants popping. Got little ones over here.
And then I've got tomatoes. These are all heirloom variety. That's a Cherokee purple. Look at the size of that.
Beautiful.
Hadn't put any fruit on yet, but
In a 25-gallon pot with marigolds growing in the bottom.
yep. And then I've got more over here. I interplanted everything with marigolds this year. And then I had squash in here, and it was over. So I'm gonna plant. I got some dill and some onions in here, and I'm gonna plant onions in here.
Man, these trays are nice. I guess we always use the smaller ones. I haven't even touched these. I have to go get some of these.
So that's a variegated pink lemon.
Look at that guy. Oh, look, there's some getting.
Oh yeah, we're getting close.
Yeah, turning pink.
And then this is a peach that I don't know dropped all its leaves, but it's budding out. So I don't know what the deal is with that.
Yeah.
And then that's my Mexicola avocado that I cut the top out at your behest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Next year, she shall explode.
and then this is another peach right here. And then of course I got pineapples.
And the lake that holds all this beautiful temperature.
And then that's a plum right there. And then that's a Meyer lemon back there. And then these vines are muscadines. And I mean, I had thousands of muscadines.
This is a tribute to what can be done in a small space and crank out some food. This is cheap. These concrete trays are cheap. What are they, 10 bucks?
Yeah, I think they're more like 15 or 20 now.
Turnips?
Yep.
Even so, 20 bucks, you're turning out a lot of food out of these things.
I spend a lot. Every time I plant something, I work on the soil. Those are beets. And, I'll add compost and check the pH and all that stuff.
It's a beautiful old garden back here.
These are still to go in the ground. These are different kinds of onions. These are garlic chives. And then my greenhouses, I've got 2 greenhouses. One for the desert roses and one for the orchids. And this I just added is my air-conditioned potting shed.
All the tools, all the things. Awesome little spot. He's got everything you could need in here.
And then my beehives.
And the bees. And the giant Peruvian apple cactus over there. Yeah, you got some fruits in there. Don't let them go to the squirrels. Some good fruit. Well, that is a...
And then, of course, I've got the stuff on the other side.
Yeah, you got this
other beds over there.
This whole little chaotic little tiny yard garden, but there's so much food. You could eat out of here every day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only time I don't have a lot of stuff coming out of here is during the summer. But I did, this summer I had black-eyed peas, I had butter beans, field peas, okra, and some peppers. Everything else pretty much just quit growing because of the heat.
Change it next summer.
Change it next
Yeah,
summer?
we'll change it next summer.
Okay.
Get you all the hibiscuses and roselle, all that stuff in there.
Yeah, I've got all that spinach, those different spinach, summer spinaches that you gave me. So I've got that in little pots now. And I've got another bed that I'm going to set up, and I'm going to grow all that stuff in one bed.
A little paradise right here in Altamont Springs. And then you've got this desert rose collection.
Yep.
That's quite extensive.
And I've had these for, I've been buying and growing these for, I don't know,
These
18 years.
are some cool looking bonsai trees. Look at the bottoms, and these roots are nuts. Look at that. An awesome root structure on that. It's so cool.
That's called radial roots.
Man, they're so neat.
And then these are seed pods. That'll have 80 to 100 seeds in each one of those pods.
Oh, look at that. And you wire them shut so they don't blow all over the
Yeah,
place?
they're just like dandelions. They'll go everywhere once they pop open.
Gotcha. Quite a little collection. All kinds of neat things in here.
Which I'm selling some of them right now.
You're interested in some of these desert roses? Contact Albert.
Look at these. Look how tall these are.
So neat. That's a little plant I'm about to learn how to grow.
This is from you. This is what started me when I met you. Now I'm adding
Yeah, look at that.
fruit trees. Got rid of all the grass in the backyard and added nothing but fruit trees.
Look at that Thai mulberry. Earlier this year, right? This was
Yeah, I
springtime.
planted it. I got it from you in March, April, something like that. It was that big.
Yeah,
That big.
that thing is, they're so awesome. You'll get a good bunch of fruit on it in the springtime. Look at that. One season. Love these mulberry trees. That's so cool. Yeah, this thing's gonna blow up like crazy in the spring.
I've got bananas. I just had 2 things of bananas pop out.
The okra's still cracking.
Well, this is my second crop. I had black-eyed peas in here, okay? And then the black-eyed peas were over with, so I figured, well, I got time because I normally plant potatoes in here. So I still got time, so I planted okra in there. Well, you know, black-eyed peas are nitrogen fixing, and the plants just went,
Yeah,
and then I said, I don't think I'm going to get
they
the fruit.
sure did.
But I did. I've been getting tons of it.
And lots of tomatoes. I love these clips. They're so handy, aren't they?
I just found them.
So we got more beets. Look, some rabbit poop. some sort of squash. What is that?
Well, you know, it's buttercup.
Oh, they're good.
So I've never grown it before.
They're delicious.
This whole trellis thing is new. And then that's Seminole pumpkins right there. No pumpkins
Yeah, right
yet.
there.
No, that's the buttercup.
Ah, looks like a Seminole.
No, that's the buttercup.
That's awesome. That is a I've eaten a bunch
Have
of
you?
these. Yeah, they're
I can't wait to
phenomenal.
try it. And then that's spaghetti squash right there.
Get it.
And that's
Sweet potato.
a sweet potato growing on its own.
Climbing in the ground.
It just came up.
Just got all kinds of stuff in this little yard.
That's citrus. This is a Valencia orange. And
Covered up in fruit.
That's a satsuma. And then my nemesis is actually growing. Carrots. They are so hard.
It's early too, so
to
you're doing
get
good.
them to actually.
Wow, look at the greens over here. So pretty.
2 weeks ago, stuff was this tall.
Yeah. I look forward to this season every year, just for this
That's
stuff.
Savoy cabbage.
Just to be able to eat all this dark green stuff. I love it.
I hope this is going to head up. It may not because of the heat.
Yeah, a little early.
And these are sweet potatoes, and these are grown in a bag. You look at this bag, and when you want to harvest, you just pull the bag open and dig out from in there. And then these are blueberries.
And then the monster. The biggest I've seen. The Buddha belly bamboo. Look at the size of some of these. These culms are just gigantic. Vulgaris woman. One of my favorite bamboos. And you've got a specimen. It is, so you said like 20 years?
This?
10 years. From the original
Yeah,
plant. You can see that pot in the ground back there.
Yeah, I just threw it back in there. Somebody gave it to me.
This is this year's new shoot right here.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Just starting to shed its sheaves. And laterals just starting. So neat. We're gonna do some trimming in this thing. Take out all the old and dead. Make it beautiful.
And then, of course, not last but not least, is my green manure crop, comfrey.
Comfrey. Lots of it. Oh, that's a hell of a yard, man. That is a cool.
It keeps me busy, no doubt about it. And then, of course, I got my bonsais.
It kind of begs the question, Albert, of what do you do in your spare time?
I garden. I basically come out at first light, and I work till 12:31. Go in, take a break, and then come back out and work some more.
Bunch of pretty plants. Look at all the orchids. It's not a bad view, man. It's not a bad view. All these plants and water behind. We just stuck that Phoenix mango in right there.
It's like, oh look, you covered it up and everything.
Yeah, she's ready to roll.
Did you put the mulch around? I mean, you put the stuff on it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, she's planted. Just water it in good.
Well, you can turn the sprinklers on.
Now, hopefully that graft takes. We stuck a little piece of lemon zest on that thing. I hope it takes. And we just did these two. A little piece of red on his jabbo. Another little piece of red over here. Hope. We'll just hope now.
I want some fruit.
Well, those are mature branches. So
I mean,
that,
after having one at your house, tasting one, I want fruit.
yeah, they're good.
I mean, they were amazing. And that and the figs. I'd never eaten a fig before, fresh off the tree.
Man, they're
The
magic.
Jambos are the Brazilian national fruit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've had that thing at least 8 years, but it was in a bonsai pot. So, I mean,
She's
I'm
getting
hoping-
ready. She'll fruit.
I'm
They're
hoping.
slow to go even if you're trying to get them to go. You're not bonsaiing them.
Well, thanks for the tour, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for planting the mango for me.
Yeah, buddy. Now let's go catch some fish.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm
We'll go catch some flounder.
Yes, let's get flounder, please.
It's that time of year.
Gig 'em.
Dig 'em.
Either way, I don't care. All right, y'all. From Altamont Springs in this beautiful little backyard. Lots of food coming out of it. Doing it in small spaces. Good job, brother.
Bye-bye.